I'm Court.
I'm Kiah.
And we're the Backroad Cowgirls.
I'm doing this walk with my family life.
I'm Court.
And I'm Kiah.
And we're the Backroad Cowgirls. Today, we're taking you into a pistachio farm.
Fun fact about pistachio farms. If you plant a pistachio tree today, it won't produce its first crop for 5 to 6 years, and it takes 8 to 9 years to be commercially viable.
And extra fun fact, our pistachio farmer today is a lady. Kristi, are you ready to show us around?
Let's go nuts!
Woo!
Wait, you gotta do it for me.
Come on. Oh.
So pistachios in California were brought in the 60s from Huron as another commodity that we could grow in California. Commercial production didn't start until the 70s, and it has grown to probably 400,000 acres now. Last year we harvested 1.1 billion pounds of pistachios, which is a lot of pistachios. About 70% of those pistachios go overseas, so those are all exported, and only about 30 are consumed in the United States. Fun fact about pistachios, 96% of any orchard is female, 4% male. So you can see here, these are the females. They've got nuts growing. They look like a little grape cluster. And then if we walk over here to the males, come with me, and we'll look, and you can look up and there's no nuts on this tree. All they do is supply pollen to the females. All right, so let's look inside a pistachio. So a pistachio has a hull on it, which is this kind of purple and green area right here. And then inside, which the shell hasn't grown yet, but we'll look at it anyway. Inside, this green area is what turns into the shell. And then right there is the little embryo, and that little embryo grows into a pistachio. So in June, we call that nut fill. The pistachio grows really big in there. In September, well, August, September, when the pistachio continues to grow, the shell actually splits open. The way you know that they're ready to harvest, you can go like this with you kind of slip the hull off like that, and then underneath it would be a pistachio. And you can eat them right off the tree. They're called green pistachios. You can eat them right off the tree. In this block, we did 7,200 pounds per acre. You kind of look at it from that perspective.
Where do these fit in a healthy diet?
So a pistachio is actually complete protein.
Okay.
So it would be just like, and eating a handful of pistachios is just like eating an egg. Also, when you open it, see all the colors in the skin?
Yeah.
Those are all vitamins. So when they tell you to eat the rainbow, you're eating the rainbow. I'm an only child, so I knew at some point that my life was farming. And agriculture was kind of all I really ever knew. My dad's parents lived several miles from us, but had a dairy, so I was very involved in animals. And so I went to Cal Poly, and I was an ag business major, and I knew I didn't actually want to run the farm. I've had a series of jobs have led me to be a better owner and farmer. I do have another job. I work in agricultural water, so I work with growers to help them acquire additional surface water. We help them with groundwater now that the Sustainable Groundwater Management Act is in place. What does that look like going forward for sustainable farming for them? That's what I do at 40 hours a week. So we're in our 3rd year of a drought. It's not great. And as I mentioned, SGMA is in place now, Sustainable Groundwater Management Act, and that basically states that we cannot overdraft our aquifers. So aquifers are the underground water storage that we have. There's typically 2, sometimes there's only 1, upper and lower, and we've been pumping too much to support agriculture as well as humans in general. We are working to, in years of excess water, replenish those aquifers with recharge either basins or wells that we can put water back into the ground. Water is a tough topic right now in the state of California, and it's going to continue to be a tough topic for the next 15 years. Right now, water in our area is selling for upwards of $2,000 an acre foot. That's a lot. That's very, very pricey water. On the ranch, I think I just really wreak havoc. I'm just teasing. I come out not as often as I should, but I do give direction on marketing, where my pistachios are being sold, and I work really closely with my ranch manager for the larger decisions, and he helps guide me a lot in my process. So does my dad. They both do. I think in the beginning I felt a lot of pressure, like I can't let anybody down. I can't ruin this. And I think with age and having experience managing my own ranch, I feel so much more confident that that's not going to be what happens. But yeah, I think it is. You know, my dad grew up on a dairy and started this all from scratch. And so there is a little bit of legacy there that please don't let him down.
Hey, Kristi, I want to talk to you a little bit about being a woman in agriculture, a traditionally male-dominated industry. What is your experience like? What are the challenges, and maybe what are some of the benefits of being a woman in ag?
I think some of the benefits are that we're underestimated, and you can think of that as a con, right? But it really is a pro because they don't expect a lot, but then you're able to get a lot more done, right? I'm efficient, I'm effective, I'm well-spoken, I read a lot because I don't have all the information, I do all my research, and so I think that really surprises them sometimes. I think some of the cons are, right, that we're underestimated. You know, I would like to stay in agriculture because it's what I know, and I mean, how cool is it?
It's the coolest.
I mean, pistachios are super cool. Nobody knows where they're grown. Nobody understands them. You know, and I actually love telling people about what I do and where their food comes from. Nobody knows where their food comes from.
Yeah.
So it's fun, and I would like to continue that tradition, I guess, of feeding people because food is my love language.